through here. If you watch the barges, they stay in the channel. They actually come through here and dredge it from time to time to keep the channel open. Anytime you have still water like this behind a dam, when the river comes through, it ends up, you know, dropping sand and dirt and everything else there.
You know what, Tanya? They find sharks up here once in a while, big bull sharks.
Oh.
Up here.
Okay.
They caught one in Alton about 1930, about almost 100 years ago.
Sharks are saltwater creatures.
Yeah, but they don't have to work as hard to get oxygen if they're in freshwater.
Really?
Yeah. In fact, they'll find them, a lot of nurse sharks will hang out by where rivers go into an ocean, and they'll just lay there and let that water filter into their gills, and that way they don't have to work to get, you know, oxygenate their gills.
I see.
But yeah, they usually bull sharks, and it kind of makes sense because they're very strong. You know, they're big sharks. They're real strong.
Yeah.
They'll find them up here once in a while.
How do they get past the dam?
Now, I don't know how long's the dam been there.
Well, that dam's been there since the 80s, but we had the old dam before that. That would have been even harder to get by because the water went over the top of it.
Well, maybe 1930 was the last time, but I read that online. It was
maybe
in the
30s when they built the old dam. I don't know. That would have been during the Depression, so that's when a lot of the dams were built. Or the public works projects.
Do you think if they had babies, you know, like little ones, they can make it up?
Well, if they built the dam in the 30s, you know, that could have been before the Great Depression.
Yeah.
When they built it.
Or they found that shark before they put the dam in. I don't know.
Or they may have already been up the river before the dam was built, in which case, you know, they just found it when it was big. Or maybe it's not safe to go into Mississippi anymore.
Yeah, I don't think they can find them all the time, but apparently they have found them, you know.
Of course, you do know people buy these things as babies, and then when they get too big, they end up dumping in the rivers or flush them down the toilet.
Yeah.
Of course, with the treatment plants we have today, they wouldn't get to the river.
Boy, this car just does not want to be nice lately.
What was the two lights that were on again?
The brake up in the left.
Really got me puzzled.
Yeah, the brake up in the left. Well, that's nice. Just, you know, pull up with your big ass boat right in front of me. Yeah, the battery to the right light is on, and the brake is up in the top above the.
Generally, there's only two reasons for a brake light to be on. One's low fluid, and the other is if you have
you checked the
parking
fluid?
brake on.
I was going to ask you if you checked the fluid. Have you checked the fluid?
I have not checked the brake fluid recently, but I do have brake fluid in the car here.
I wonder if the battery light has been on because of the weirdness with the battery, and if you reset it, it would go off. You know what I mean?
The battery light's only supposed to be on when more charge is coming out of the battery than it's going in. In which case, that would mean that you either have a bad alternator or you have a belt slipping. Could be a problem if I spill some of that power steering fluid on the belt, it could be slipping a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know, the other day when you poured it in there, you didn't get anything anywhere.
I just put new in, and I think I spilled some of it. I think I went all the way to the top. I was expecting it to be low, and it wasn't.
There's the bridge.